Ladies and gentlemen, Disney's Animal Kingdom is seeing the return of a legend, the return of the king, if you would. After years of making people scratch their heads in Kilimanjaro Safari and asking, why is there a storyline in a safari with live animals in it? Little Red has returned to Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's talk about it today on That Park Place. So, Little Red, if you rode on Kilimanjaro Safaris before 2012, you would have seen Little Red. So Kilimanjaro Safaris, for those of you that don't know, originally had a storyline to it because everything in Disney needs a story, right? It wasn't enough that you were seeing like, you know, wild animals in their like habitats and being able to watch them roam the savannah. No, you needed a contrived storyline about poachers and animals being killed.
A conservationist message, Marvin. Come on.
No. What it was as you go through the queue, you have Wilson, this African guy, being like, "Animals are dying every day." It's like you're like sitting there with your kids, and they're showing you like cheetah pelts and like people like removing tusks from elephants, and I'm just like, what is happening right now? And then you go on, and so they'll be like, they would be like, oh, well, you know, here's hippos, you know, hippopotamuses, when they form groups, they're called a bloat and this, that, and the other thing and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, like something would come over the radio and be like, Simba 1, we found Big Red and Little Red. They're coming. Yep. They're coming for them. Oh my God. And like,
like they would have a firefight and stuff like that. You would hear like gunfire. It was wild. Help us, Simba 1. We're under fire. You know, it's like this whole thing, and it's like,
they're
what
everywhere.
is going
they're
on
coming
here?
in too fast. I mean, I'm trying to look at this. I'm trying to look at this pelican.
I know it was a wild thing.
Oh my gosh. And like so now they've even changed the queue where like they took Wilson out and like all the messages about like the anti-poaching stuff. Sometimes I just like pull up a picture on my phone just for like, I'll just turn to the person next to me like, hey, this is what a dead giraffe looks like. Cause I like, so, and then they were like, what do you think, guys? You want to go stop some poachers? I'm like, I don't know. That sounds dangerous, dude. Like, I'm not armed.
I just see the baby rhino.
But seriously, like there's like a real rhinoceros here. Can't we like examine that? So the storyline was that you had a elephant named Big Red and her baby Little Red, and the poachers were after them, and you have to go save them. And at the end of the attraction, you come around to this truck, and there was an animatronic Little Red in the back of the truck. It was beyond stupid, right? So Little Red, however, is back, but not in the way that, you know, we might think. So Little Red is now, you can see Little Red in a walkthrough area when you take the Caring for Giants experience. This is a tour where you can view the elephant habitat complex, and Little Red is specifically toward the rear section of the second elephant yard. The animatronic is placed in a visible location, but does not operate as part of the show. So this tweet didn't embed correctly, but we can show you it right here. This is what it looks like right now. So that you get to see Little Red hanging out there, not in the back of a truck anymore. And this is Little Red audio animatronic figure, Kilimanjaro Safari. So it's almost Vash like a museum piece now. Like it's a piece of Disney history that you're getting to see.
And unfortunately, that's kind of how Little Red has been treated over the years, right? We've had multiple instances of the Little Red moving around to different, I think, Imagineering offices at one point, and just kind of making the rounds around Walt Disney World. Very strange, very interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it's somewhere publicly that people can see it. And it's probably part of a tour. Oh, I don't know if I like that, but I like the fact that it's out there, and it's this kind of nod to the past and so forth, right? And I mean, I guess we'll never see Big Red. That's unfortunate. Only the kids who were there.
Big Red did get shot in the ride. Like, that was one of they're like, they shot Big Red, and I'm like, what is happening out there?
Yes, they shot Big Red, and then like before, I think it was just during customer previews, only those kids actually saw the corpse of Big Red, which was like, you know, very, very bad.
Big Red's carcass was included in the original version of the ride.
It's terrible.
Big old dead elephant laying there on the side of the road. Yep.
It was awful. I mean, it was, Steph, If you haven't seen that, we can't even show it on
I've
YouTube.
never
I don't
seen
think.
It was like a scared straight kind of thing. Like be like, don't become poachers, kids.
It is the wildest thing, right?
Steph's Googling it right now.
I'm Googling it. I am. What is it called?
Big
Red.
Yeah, Big Red on Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Okay.
Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Yeah, so that did not last longer than the cast member preview, though, right, Vash? Like they got
Right, yeah. I don't think it opened to the public because that was at that point it was like, okay, this is too much. Like,
well, so they
calm it
say.
down.
I remember they say in the ride the Big Red like got shot, but then like when you actually get to the end of the ride, they're like, Big Red's okay. She's going to pull through.
It is absolutely wild how they treated that attraction and pushed that conservationist message out there. Which, I mean, I guess, right? That's kind of the underlying layer for Animal Kingdom, but it wasn't put over like bad beat over the head. You weren't beat over the head with it until Kilimanjaro Safaris.
But like, I mean, I love how you used to get in the line for the ride and you'd be all excited, like, we're gonna see elephants and we're gonna see rhinos and ostriches and hippos, and then like this guy comes up on the TV and he's just like, they're all being murdered, all of them, every day. And, like, it just sucked the air right out of the room. Steph, did you ever ride this before 2012 to see like the storyline?
No, I have. This is the only ride that I've never been on. Ever, because every single time I would go to Animal Kingdom, this was the longest line, and I didn't want to wait because it was so hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next time that you are in Orlando, I'm taking you to this because this is my favorite ride in all of Disney.
Yeah, I've never been on it, and I've always wanted to go on it, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to wait in line.
Kilimanjaro Safaris is like easily my favorite attraction in all of Disney because it's different every time you go on it. Yep. It's actual, like you actually learn something. I have so much useless animal trivia in my head from riding this like 10,000 times. Like I could tell you that a group of zebra are called a dazzle, like because that's just a thing that I know from riding this a whole bunch of times. But like you learn different things each time as well. And then like sometimes you see wild things. Like one time it was like an evening safari, and so like the lions were like up and about, and that's typically what, like, they're nocturnal. So you know, the female lion is like laying there on the Kopi rock, and the male lion, how do I best put this on this channel, mounted her.
Yeah.
And so normally when that happens, the driver is instructed to just like hit the gas and accelerate away, but there's another car in front of us. We're backed up. So we had to just sit there and just watch it happen. There was another, like, I mean, there's like, so when that happens, or when animals just like start, you know, pooping, they're supposed to like move along. But it is, it's really interesting. Just like because sometimes like the rhinos will get right up close to the car. There's a mud wallow for them that apparently they do use, but I've never actually seen them use it. It's a fascinating attraction, but what it did not need was a storyline. It did not need a contrived
Usually
plot.
safari rides like that don't need storylines. Yeah.
And yeah, the story is you're seeing
I just saw Big Red dead.
Oh, you just saw the dead Big Red?
I just saw Big Red.
It is wild, right? That was in a Disney park. They thought that was going to be a good idea.
Hold on, I have to look this up now.
Rhino and elephant are slaughtered for their horns and ivory.
Yeah.
Which I get it. That was a big, definitely certainly a bigger emphasis placed on that back in '98, right? Then now, completely understand that, completely get that. And it's not a terrible message, right? You know, don't. I guess you Americans out there don't go poaching. I guess
Don't go poaching
was the whole thing. Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
you know what?
gosh.
Since I'm the host of this show, I'll just show it. There it is.
No, there it is. There's
She
Big
is?
Red.
Yep.
Good lord. Good lord.
That's wild.
Let's go
She
back a
didn't
little.
last long.
She did not, but no, she's okay in the other version of the ride, so it's okay. Yeah, man, it was. But like the other cool thing in Kilimanjaro Safari is there's babies a lot of the time. I mean, not from the lions because apparently they're like spayed. But because I asked, I was just like, so are we getting lion cubs? And the driver was like, no, like they can't have babies. But like there's baby hippos a lot. Like there's been like 3 baby hippos since I've lived here, and they're adorable. And they run around and they chase like the vultures and stuff like that, and it's really cute. There have been like baby mandrills, like the monkeys. There's also baby zebras a lot of baby giraffes. I saw a baby giraffe one time that was like, they were like, this baby giraffe was just born like 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like born on the, it still had
they're born walking.
Yeah, right. It had the umbilical cord still attached.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
They walk right away.
Yep.
Yep.
And the gorilla family was always one of my favorites as well. Cause I remember one time I went there and the mom gorilla was holding like an infant gorilla. And I was like, because I was at the time I was like pretty plugged into like the Disney like arts and sciences page, because they were always giving updates on all the animals, and they were like, yeah, no, that was born today, and it was just amazing to see. Like the gorilla family was always amazing. Like Gino, the dad, just died. He was like 40, so that's really sad. But like they have like these little family units, and the animals. When you go enough times, you start to realize a lot of the animals have personality. For my birthday one year, we did the Savor the Savannah tour. Because I didn't want to do the Wild Africa trek because you have to walk like on the like a suspended like rope bridge over the Nile crocodiles, and I'm like, I'm not doing that because like some Final Destination stuff is gonna happen if I do that. But the Savor the Savannah was I don't know if I would do it again. Like the tour guide was obnoxious and she made a joke disparaging men. So she was just like, sorry guys, the door to the car's not working. What do you know? It was made by a man. Go figure. And I was like, my wife literally, she like gripped my arm and she was like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. And the entire time I just wanted to be like, wow, like I wanted to say something, but, they take you through the savannah and you get like a private kind of tour, and it shows you like they bring the giraffes over and you actually see them like feed the giraffes and stuff like that, and then you go to like this building that's like far out in the savannah, and you get like food and drinks and stuff like that. I thought the food should have been more because it was an expensive tour, but yeah, I mean, so a lot of these Animal Kingdom tours I don't really go for. I don't really go for a lot of the tours around Disney in general. I do like the Animal Kingdom tours because they are like teaching you something extra about these. Like the Caring for Giants tour is the elephant tour. There's an Up Close with Rhinos tour, which the first time I heard that name, I was like, well, that doesn't sound smart. But there used to be Dolphins in Depth, and that was one that I really enjoyed. That was over at the Seas Pavilion. You got to actually go in the like wade into the water with the dolphins. Now they don't even have dolphins there anymore. They got rid of them.
They're speaking to people. That's why.
Yeah. Exactly. They did get new manatees though. I was happy about the new manatees. But there you guys go. Little Red has returned to the Animal Kingdom, and no elephants were harmed in the making of this attraction.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.